Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while learning this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking the lives of freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, Hear Ye Indeed, but Understand Not. Okay? And I'm going to be going into how we're the only ones that can get this word. All right? The Lord doesn't want everybody out here to get it. Okay? The Lord has to judge some people of our nation, the 2/3 of our nation. Okay? 2/3 are going to be cut off in this land, Babylon the Great. Okay? So the Lord don't want everybody to get it. If everybody got it, the Lord wouldn't have to judge, nobody in our nation. We'd be straight. The 12 tribes would be together, and, it wouldn't be all this debauchery, this wickedness that you see coming from our people. Okay? Our people are in a down demonic state, the way they live, tattoos all over their body, smoking weed all day, adultery, okay, eating abominable food, celebrating holidays, their birthday, just the lifestyle that our people live is going to cause them to get judged. Okay, and it's going to cause them to get judged very soon. All right, because we're in the last days. Look at everything going on with World War III. Okay, the Revelation 13, the MOT to the you-know-what isn't far away. Okay, the devil is being exposed, the Epstein, you-know-what. Okay, so you got everything coming out. This word has reached the four corners of the earth. All right, and that's how you know we're in the end. It tells you that in the book of Matthew. But with that being said, this word has reached the four corners of the earth, but not everybody's going to be able to receive it. Okay, you can hear brothers shouting at you, okay, talking about the law, talking about prophecy, okay, talking about Yahweh Shah coming back. You ain't going to get it. You're going to be like, what? Jesus, the only thing you might get is, okay, yeah, I know Jesus is coming back. He was here, but that's not his name. But that's the only thing you might get. And then you don't know the way he is going to come back. It tells you that in the book of Acts that, the same way he left, he's going to come back the same. The angels told the disciples that. But people would just think that he's going to come back on a cloud, but it's not talking about that. It's talking about a UFO. This word goes over people's head, okay? It goes over people's head, all right? I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts on this. And I'm going to start off in the book of Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The election, that's us, man. Okay? That's us. All right? The 1/3 in general, because you got the 144,000 in the great multitude, but we've obtained 100% truth. The 100%, because you got some people that get little bits and pieces of the truth. We receive this 100% truth, okay? And everybody else is blinded. Going in IUIC, ISUPK, Christians, Mormons, everybody else is blinded because everybody thinks they have the truth. Especially, I noticed I've gotten older now. I'm not no old man or nothing, but I've gotten older than when I was a younger man, obviously. And I noticed as I gotten older, everybody trying to lead on religion now. They want to go into church. They want to get into prayer groups, but they're blinded. Okay, and we received the 100% truth. And on the surface, it might be like, damn, because you got demons out there that do well. A nigga that just worship Jesus all day, new Bentley coupe, 3-story house. The scriptures tell you not to be envious of the sinner because they're going to be destroyed, man. That's all temporary. You saw how the people was stuck in Dubai, richest prophet not in the day of wrath. Yeah, the people that is heavy in idolatry and that don't believe, sometimes they look like they're living it up. But that's only for a season. In the end, we're going to get it for eternity. Okay? So they can enjoy being blinded and being demons right now, but the Lord's going to judge them in the end. Okay? I'm going to get this next in the book of Isaiah 30. Okay. And I'm going to go to verse 21. And it says, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. Okay, that's what happened for us. Okay, That's what happened for us when we woke up into this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Okay? Because everybody else, they hear something else. And I'm about to get there right now. Everybody else hears something else. The Spirit came on us. Okay, this is the right path. Okay, this is the right way to walk. Okay, this is the right group. All right, because I remember when I woke up like it was yesterday, I went around searching for the truth. You know, I heard the name Yahweh Shai. I'm like, man, that has to be the truth. And I went searching. You know, I went on IUIC's website. I saw that was BS, man. I went on, I actually talked to somebody from ISUBK. I'm like, this is BS, because they were talking about Christ. I'm like, hell no, that's not right. Okay, sound like just like when I was in the world. This can't be right, you know? It's supposed to be a complete change. Then I came across the Apostles of Great Millstone. I want to say I came across them first, but I wasn't sure. And after vetting some groups, I'm like, hell no, this is the right doctrine, man. This is the right way. You know, you couldn't tell me that, you know, the men of GMS was not the camp set by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, and I still stand on that, man. Still. Okay? But you got to fully believe that. If you're like, man, I'm not sure, that's not good, man. Okay? This is Isaiah 6. It started at verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. This is how our people see the word. Okay? Because they'll hear it. They'll see it speaking. Just like it talks about in the book of the Wisdom of Solomon. They shall see and understand it not. They be looking at us like, these motherfuckers is crazy. These dudes is bums. They crash outs. They just out here screaming at people. What's wrong with these dudes, man? Why don't they go get a real job when, in fact, this is our main occupation? Tell you in the book of Sirach to be occupied in prophecy. We are. Okay, but these people hear it. Oh, the UFOs, a famine. They hear it and just fan it off. They got an angel literally blocking their mind from being able to receive this truth. They can sit up with a camp chair all day and just watch it. Like, look at these dudes. And it was a demon. He was a heathen. But it was a demon we used to go teach at this spot, you know. And it was a store. And it was a demon that used to be across the street. He used to watch us like it was a theater show. He'd put his camp chair out, kick his feet up, and just start busting up. You know. And that happens all the time, man. Our people sit up and watch. You know, if they walk by, stop and watch, laugh, make it like we're a spectacle, a sideshow or something, and keep going. This is why. The Lord got an angel blocking their mind so they can get their ass burned up, which is coming soon. Isaiah 6 and 10. Make the heart of this people fat and make the ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Yeah, the Lord is making these people stubborn, okay, not willing to receive the word on purpose. Okay, the Lord don't want them to be healed. The Lord don't want this word to clean them up because they got to be judged. Okay, so that's why you see people walk by, hey, sister, you know, hey, and just keep pushing, which we don't do that. But, you know, we throw the bait out there, which is the scriptures. But people walk by, man, these dudes don't know what they're talking about. Okay, the Lord's doing that on purpose so they don't repent. Okay, so they don't get healed by this word because the word cleans you up. The Lord wants them to be judged for a reason. Okay, something that they're doing, and they, you know, the things that they're doing in their life is not pleasing to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Now the Lord's going to judge them for that. Okay, and they're not going to be healed. They're going to be destroyed. And you know what? The earth is going to be healed by fire. Okay, and in the end, they're going to be okay when they come back through the elect in the kingdom. It talks about that in the book of Isaiah as well. Okay, I'm going to get this next. In the book of Mark 4. And I'm going to start at verse 10, going into, you know, how Yahweh Shai would speak to the people in parables. Okay. So this is Mark 4, starting at verse 10. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. Okay. And he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of Yahweh. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. Yeah, unto us. Okay? The 1/3 starting off with the elect is given unto us to understand the mysteries. Amos 3 and 7. The Lord gives us the secrets to the servants, the prophets. Okay, to them that are without, the 2/3 are going to be destroyed. Okay? The people that are outside the truth are going to be destroyed. The heathens as well. Okay? They're without this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're going to be destroyed. And the Lord speaks to them in parables on purpose. Okay, metaphors. Metaphorically speaking. Okay, the Lord can say, I'm going to come back on a cloud. It's a parable to everybody else. To us, we understand it. Okay? It's talking about the UFO. You know, the Lord's going to come down and take the crowns of all these kings' heads. We know what that means. Everybody else could think that he's just going to come back with some type of crown on his head and do some type of, BS. Okay, we understand the deep breakdowns. The Lord is doing this for a reason because he don't want everybody to get it. Okay? He wants us to get it, but not everybody else. Verse 12. That seeing they may see and not perceive. See, it is saying the same thing. And hearing they may hear and not understand. See, the Lord don't want everybody to get it. Okay? Lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven. Forgiven them. All right? So the Lord don't want these people to come back to him and be converted because they got to die. Okay? They're not living a lifestyle that's pleasing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So in the end, that is what's going to take place. Okay? Daniel 12:2. I'm going to close with this. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Okay? The dust, representing confusion. We were in a confused state before we came into this truth. Okay? But the Lord cleaned us up with this word and woke us up. Okay? The Lord cleaned us up with this word, had us change our lifestyles, and we woke up to everlasting life. Because in the end, that's what we're going to get when we get the kingdom. But we're alive now through this word. We were spiritually dead before. Okay? It's some to shame and everlasting contempt, man, the 2/3 of our nation. Okay? They're going to, when they wake up, they're going to be ashamed as hell. They're going to be like, damn, because they're about to die, number one. Number two, when they're in the kingdom, they're going to wake up. They're going to not wake up, Salakia, but they're going to have that shame because they're going to see the Lord's going to show them that they went off, that we were right. All right? Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson with that. I'm going to say shalom.